Hi, everyone, and welcome to our final demo for our capstone project Style Mail, where easy communication for every occasion is possible. I've had the wonderful opportunity to work with four other amazing team members who are
I'm Garrett Irvin.
Alec Farmer.
I'm Kevin Hagan.
Olivia Monty.
and I'm Sierra Stewart, and we make up Style Mail. So there were a couple of problems for our clients that we wanted to solve. Physical cards were now going out of style. They were expensive. It was just a lot to go find a good card. And on top of that, like digital communication is in and physical communication is out. Nobody really goes to the post office anymore. With that, typically when someone composes an email on a platform such as Outlook or Gmail, the result is a dull email. It accomplishes its purpose of sending the message, but it lacks creativity. And so with that, we also realized that there weren't a lot of applications that allowed users to create customized emails. The user interfaces were hard to use. And so we really wanted to make sure that we created something that our users could create customized emails for any occasion. And then finally, you add COVID-19 on top of that. People really aren't going out. They aren't going to stores to buy the physical cards. They're not sending cards to anybody and they're not traveling. And so we really want to solve all these problems for our clients. So there were a couple of goals when we created this web application. First, we wanted to have a simple user interface for our customers to use. And with that, we wanted to create relevant card and creative card templates that they could use. As you can see on the left, this is a Get Well card that was made with our application. They could also edit the cards from one of our own sample templates, as well as create their own. So they will have the ability to do either or, and then they would be able to send their completed cards very easily, or just save them to their account to use for future use. And then they could email as many cards as they want. And for the keyword free. So all of this is free for our users.
So Style Mail is very easy to navigate. The first step would be for the user to create an account. They can either make an account with an email address and a password, or they can opt to log in with their Google account, whatever they prefer. After they log in, they can either choose from our selection of pre-made templates, or they can create their own templates with our tools. After creating the template, the user is just required to fill out simple information like the subject, the return address, and the recipient's email address. For those users who wish to send emails anonymously, Style Mail has you covered. Let's say Valentine's Day is coming up and you're not ready to admit your feelings to your crush, but you still want to show them that somebody is thinking about them. Simply select the anonymous option and the return address will not be revealed to the recipient. When finished with the template, users can either preview the template to make any changes, they can print it out, or they can finally send it. Click send, and within a few minutes, the recipient will have an email in their box. It's also important to note that sometimes the emails will go to the spam folder or the promotions tab within Gmail.
So the technologies used in our project, we use HTML and CSS for our front end, and we use JavaScript along with Node.js and Node Package Manager. Our libraries, we used React for the front end, Mailgun for our email sending, and Firebase for our backend and authentication. We use hosting, Firebase hosting. For our database, we use Firebase Firestore. For our domain, we use Google Domains. For our source control and versioning, we use Git and GitHub. For our testing, we use Google Chrome, Google Developer Tools, Mocha for our unit testing, and Web Developer IO and Selenium for our behavioral testing. All of us used Visual Studio for our code editing. And for our team management, we use Zoom along with Trello and GroupMe for after Zoom communication. With this project, Firebase is basically our backend for everything. We use it for our database, our authentication backend. Without that, we wouldn't have a project. For our Firestore database, it's a NoSQL. So instead of having, we have main collections, and it's easier to find and queue different types of data. It just seemed more of a right implementation to use for this project.
So for our demonstration, we're going to go through one of our users, Patty Arnold, and she's in her mid-50s and has a family of 5. She has lots of different siblings and kids with nieces and nephews, and she loves being able to stay up to date with any events that they might have going on in their life, with birthdays, Valentine's Day, baby showers, any other festivities. And she used to always love getting the handwritten cards in the mail, but with COVID and everything going on, she just started to run out of time, and also didn't want to travel. So then she came across Style Mail. And with Style Mail, she's loved how easy it is and how quick it is to use, and how she can get her cards right to whoever in her family or friends might be getting it that day, only within a few minutes. So we're going to walk through her creating a couple of different templates and sending them out to her family.
So once Patty navigates to our main login page, she can go to our sign up, where she can enter her email and her password and also agree to our terms and privacy policy. Or she can use an external provider such as Google. But since Patty already has an account, she's going to go back to log in. But just in case if Patty forgets her password, we also have that option to be sent a link where she can get a reset password. But since Patty already has an account, she'll go and she'll log in.
So upon logging in, Patty is taken to her dashboard with a couple options. The first option is to use some ready-to-go sample templates, which is our recommended approach, and then also to create custom templates using a text editor. Patty wants to send a happy birthday card to her nephew, so we're going to choose that option and customize the template before we send it. So Patty is going to enter in the recipient's email address and her first name, as well as her own email, and she has the option to send it anonymously or from the email that she input. So she's going to choose for it to be sent from the email that she input. She can also choose the subject for the email and a message for the text of the card. And then she can also customize the font color, and the background color. So then Patty also has the option to preview her card before sending it to make sure everything looks as she wishes, or print or save it as a PDF. And she then can send the email, gets a dialog box notifying her that the email is sent, and then she'll be taken back to her dashboard where she can send more emails. So Patty also wants to send a Valentine's Day card to a lover since Valentine's Day is coming up. So the process is the same. Once again, she'll enter in an email address. She wants to send it to multiple recipients this time, so she'll type in 2 emails. And then once again, her first name and email. And she wants this to be sent anonymously. So it'll be marked as sent from mail@stylemail.app instead of her own email. Enter the subject in the text. At the end of this process, we'll show the recipient's email inbox to show that the email is successfully sent. So the second template has been sent, and now Patty will be taken back to her dashboard where she can now send a custom template.
Now that Patty's navigated to the custom templates page, luckily she's already been editing one of her templates she's been thinking about. So she'll click the edit button and she'll go in. She can change the title. She can change any of the formatting of the subject, including color, font, bolding, italicizing, even as much as adding emojis. And then once she's done with that, she'll click save. And now Patty has the option to send this template. So just as sample templates, she'll be entering the recipient's email address. And she'll enter her own email address. And she also, just a sample template, she has the option to send it anonymously. She'll now enter the subject of the email. And she also has the option to preview and save, but she just wants to send it. And she'll get a dialog that says email sent for confirmation.
Also, on our dashboard, Patty has the option to look at a help page if she has any questions or concerns about style mail. So here's some frequently asked questions. But if her questions can't be answered with this, she can also go to the contact page where she'll be able to fill out a form for feature suggestions or general questions or help or partnerships with the results will be sent to the style mail development team who will then respond to her. But then also, if she wanted to see the terms and privacy policies to check what type of data style mail collects from her, how we use it, and what her rights are involving that data, she can view outlines of all of that documentation.
And now if Patty navigates over to the My Account, she can go to the Syn Log. The Syn Log is where if from any emails sent from sample templates or custom templates will be logged here. That way she can always look back and see what email she sent, including what time and who she sent it to. And if she navigates back to My Account, she can go to settings. And if Patty hadn't used an external provider, such as our Google option, she'd be able to change her email, and she'd also be able to change her password. And now Patty will log out.
Okay, so now we're going to view the inbox of the recipient of the emails that Patty sent using style mail. And you can see right in their inbox, here's the 3 emails that she sent using the 2 sample templates, as well as the custom template. So the first email was the birthday card. We can go in and see that it's exactly as Patty had customized it with her message, background color, and font, everything. And then we'll look at the second email, the Valentine's Day card. Right here, the same customizations. You can also see that this email was sent to 2 recipients right here in the 2 box. And then finally, the custom template right here with the emojis, the coloring, the font sizes, also correct just as they were customized.
Alrighty, and this wraps up our presentation, our final demo of Style Mail. We really hope that you enjoy it, and we really think that Style Mail will be the catalyst of change in how we send correspondence. But thank you for listening and have a great day.